Bang, bang. What's going on, guys? This is the main event on Talkin Hands. Preston here alongside my co-host. Got it right, finally. Mr. Danny Betts. We're here to break down this Saturday's main events. We have Jose Ramirez versus Jose Pedraza. As Danny says, battle the Jose's. And we have Mr. Martinez versus Chocolatito. But first, we have to recap Saturday's action, which was pretty disputed. Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall, split decision win for Taylor. Danny, what do you think about that decision?
You probably didn't notice, but I like how you said disputed for undisputed champion. But man, this is wild. My bet for that fight was Josh Taylor to get it done like in the 7th, 12th round by knockout. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Catterall got in his head or he had a horrible training camp, but Josh Taylor looked like shit. What do you think, Preston?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a hometown decision for Taylor. I saw not murmurs on Twitter. I guess he left his trainer, or his trainer said this is what happens when you only do 5 weeks of training instead of 5 months or something. And Taylor, kind of what you said, he was like in his head like the whole fight, like he didn't throw enough. He was getting hit cleanly, and he pretty much refused a rematch versus Catterall, which is pretty weak, in my opinion.
Oh, that's soft as hell, man. But yeah, going back to that training, I did see a tweet out there. I guess his ex-trainer was saying, like, basically, don't quote me on this, but basically he was saying, like, he's disappointed, it's a disgrace. This is not the Josh Taylor I know from the gym.
Yes.
Like, that wasn't him. You know what I mean? So that trainer rumor, it's out there for sure. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's what I saw. And then he pretty much stated it was too difficult for him to make 140. He's planning to move up to 147. And unfortunately for Josh Taylor, things aren't going to get much better at 147.
Oh, no. Dude, Catterall was catching him with the left all night, like the whole night. It was crazy. He did not make – Josh Taylor didn't make an adjustment. And like you said, I know it's March. Today is what, March 1st?
Yep.
But they gave him a damn Christmas gift for being in the hometown, I guess. And Catterall won that fight, man. And I bet on the guy. And I could tell you that Catterall should be the new undisputed champion at 140.
Yeah, to me, that was very reminiscent of the Teofimo Lopez fight, where Lopez fought, kind of fought well. But, are they going to rob Kambosos? But no, they gave it to him. But here, they definitely robbed Catterall, which is an issue. If you're a longtime boxing fan, it's not really that crazy to see the bad judging.
Yeah, especially over there in UK. Like, I'll bring up that John Ryder. We called it on that one. We said, Daniel Jacobs is going overseas for the first time, and the judges could be shaky over there, especially for their guys.
Yeah, and Jacobs, I agree. Jacobs won that fight, but yeah, that's why I was shocked going back in the day. Errol Spence went and fought Kell Brook in England when he won the title, but he knocked him out. So.
Right. You got to make it decisive or knock him out. So Spence did the right thing in that one.
Yeah, for sure. Someone who definitely did not do the right thing was Mr. Chris Colbert. We'll go over that main event. So I was way off base there. I thought Chris Colbert would win an easy decision, coast to a win, late notice replacement. We watched that fight live Saturday night, and Chris Colbert just did not want to fight. Danny, what were your thoughts with his performance?
Chris Colbert is the definition of all flash, but once he gets in the ring, where's it at? He puts all the colors on his hair, all the shorts, the, big time, talking shit left and right before the fights. Oh, I'm prime time. It's time to prime time. And then he gets in the ring with a no-name, Hector Garcia. He goes in there and knocks him down for the first time in his career. Like, he just took the belt from him. Like, and shout out to Hector Garcia, man. I'm happy for the kid. That was a big fight for him and a big dub. And the sky's the limit now.
Yeah, he looked really good. But so we were watching the fight backstage in our Discord, and we did not I asked Danny, I'm like, is my mind playing tricks on me, or is Colbert losing this fight? And it was like round 4.
Right.
I was like, he's not doing anything. Like, what's he doing? And then we asked if there was a live line. Unfortunately, we couldn't find a live line.
It was funny because once you said that, I didn't know you were watching it at the same time. I thought you were doing something, but I was literally on my phone, like trying to find a live line because I'm like Garcia's clearly winning. Like, unless you get another robbery, this would be a huge robbery.
Yeah, Colbert's strategy of backing himself into the corner and getting punched in the face. Turns out that doesn't work too well in boxing. So
exactly.
And then what really, to me, is like almost disgraceful for Colbert was round 11 and round 12. He was just circling away.
He quit.
Yeah, the whole fight.
He quit.
Yeah,
like,
he chose not to engage. He didn't throw any punches. And Garcia was even just like, come at me, let's throw down.
Yeah, he's talking shit.
Yeah, Colbert refused to do anything. I don't recall what the post-fight interview was, but what are your thoughts? Do you think it's an immediate rematch type thing, or?
Man, I honestly, dude, unless they have him in a contract, okay, I get that. But Colbert he does not deserve a rematch, bro. He clearly got his ass whipped in that fight. Like, he lost that fight. He won, maybe 2 rounds? That's a gift, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, and what's crazy about that fight was Colbert closed on some books minus 6,000.
6,000, bro.
So $6,000 to win $100, and he got completely dominated in the fight. So that's that can happen in boxing. Yeah. So hopefully, maybe it was just like a mental issue or something. Because we've seen him fight before. To me, compared it to Adrian Broner.
Right.
When Broner got beaten up by Maidana, he was really never the same. But Broner also had a little more pop to his punches. Like, Colbert did nothing.
Yeah.
Like, he was like mentally not there.
Yeah. Like we said, remember when we were watching the fight live, and what I said, when he felt that power, he like showed up. Colbert, once he, got knocked down, he was shook. And he started, like you said, running around, covering up, maybe throwing a jab here. But that's about it. He was scared.
Yeah,
he really looked scared.
Yeah, it was a bad showing all around for him. And I know there were rumors that he wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson in the future. Obviously, that's out the window. Oscar Valdez, yeah.
I mean, that's good that he that's a favor in my book. Like, Colbert would get lit up by those guys.
Yeah, so, yeah, bad performance from Colbert. Really another bad performance from Josh Taylor. But, what can you say? We move on to this Saturday, which should be, to me, an all-action fight. Jose Ramirez, Jose Pedraza. Danny, what you liking for this one?
Yeah, man, I like this fight. I like this fight a lot. It's the typical Mexican versus the Puerto Rican, and we all know Ramirez had that last fight with Taylor, and he was doing good, but the big turnaround, I forget what round it was, but he got knocked down twice in that fight. And after that, Taylor clearly won, but it wasn't like a blowout or anything like that. One thing I noticed after that fight, I like how Ramirez is responding to it in interviews. Like, he's taking that as motivation. He said, I learned some things in this loss that I would not learned if I won. Things like that. Like, I love in the fighter, I mean? Not like, I clearly won if it wasn't for that knockdown or being bitter about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Ramirez, the thing too with Ramirez was he was beating, to me, he was challenging himself constantly versus top opponents. Right. And he didn't have to fight a Josh Taylor. No, he could have ducked him and fought like a Pedraza earlier instead of fighting Josh Taylor, risking it, losing, coming back. And now this is a dangerous comeback fight off of, a gritty, tough loss. Pedraza can punch hard. I think he's pretty underrated as a boxer. He has good skills. He's taller, long. So he could pose some problems for Ramirez. But in the end, I think Ramirez is going to win probably by decision, only because I think he just has more technical skills. But Pedraza can, get inside, muddy it up. I think it's going to be a good fight and well worth the watch.
Oh, for sure. One thing, Ramirez is, this fight is in California. If I'm not mistaken, is in his hometown in Fresno, I think. So yeah, Ramirez is 26-1. He lost that decision to Taylor, and Pedraza is 29-3 and got knocked out once. But his 3 losses are against the best. You know, he got knocked out by Tank Davis. He lost to Lomachenko, and then he lost to another Jose Cepeda.
Yeah.
So, you know, he lost to good competition. But yeah, Pedraza actually, you know, fought 130 and 135, and then he moved up to 140 now. And Ramirez has the size in this one. And styles of the fights, you know, typical Mexican. Ramirez is going to come forward, you know, aggressive fighter. The only thing Ramirez is that I noticed that he starts slow in the first couple rounds. For me, maybe a round or two is fine, but he can't, like, you know, take the first 3, 4, 5 rounds off because Pedraza is not like a super fast fighter, but he's going to go in there and he's a great technical boxer, like you said. One thing I do disagree a little bit, his power is not like too crazy, so I don't think Ramirez is going to respect him like that. So it's going to be an interesting fight. I think Ramirez either wins by decision or KO, and I think I'm going to take that prop by KO at plus 235, or if I could get that like round 7 to 12 for a better number, I might sprinkle that for Ramirez knockout.
Okay, so plus 235 Ramirez KO. I am leaning Jose Ramirez decision. I think that's around minus 130.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to bet some of these props, you can do so at mybookie.ag. Go ahead, enter that promo code PUBSPORTS. We gave 50% deposit bonus credit and debit up to $1,000, or 100% up to $1,000 with your Bitcoin. Do the Bitcoin, get that deposit sign up bonus at mybookie.ag, promo code PUBSPORTS. And I agree. My deal with Pedraza was, I just remember during COVID, it seemed like he was fighting a lot on ESPN when like nothing was happening. So I have a better like recollection of him compared to Ramirez, and he looked very good. Yeah. So I see, you know, when you're looking and it's like, oh, look, he's plus 400, and we just saw a plus 2,000 win last weekend. Yeah. You know, it's very tempting. But I thought Ramirez was shorter, but Ramirez does have
he's a bigger guy. Yeah, he's a true 140. He can actually move at 147.
Yeah. I don't know why he just seemed smaller. Yeah. Maybe just Pedraza looks lanky, you know, like
his body type is like what you're saying, but he is like, if I'm not mistaken, he's 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, it says 5'8",
and he's probably has a 2-3-inch disadvantage in reach.
Yeah, but this should be a very good fight. I believe it's on ESPN or ESPN Plus this weekend.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's on. I'm pretty sure it's on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, so that should be a good fight. Danny's leaning with Ramirez KO plus 235. Yeah, I like Ramirez decision. Oh, this Friday night. There we go. 9 p.m. Friday night. There you guys go. If you guys aren't doing anything Friday night, Ramirez Pedraza 9 p.m. And we move on to the other main event of the weekend. We have Chocolatito versus Julio Martinez. Danny, what do you like in this one?
Man, I know we all wanted the trilogy with Chocolatito and Estrada. Even though we all know Chocolatito won that last fight, he got robbed.
Yeah.
This one, I'm excited for this one because for a short notice, this is going to be a banger, man. This is going to be an action-packed. I know I said this in a previous video. Like I love watching the smarter guys because they go at it. You know, you see combinations, speed, you know, movement. And it's going to be an exciting fight. Right now, I have to go with Chocolatito. He's got the experience. You know, he's 50-3, only been knocked out one time. He should be 51-2, in my opinion, obviously, because – and Martinez is 18-1, and if I'm not mistaken, his debut was his only loss.
Yeah,
he's coming up a weight class. He's a super aggressive fighter. He's gonna go for the kill, throw a lot of punches with a lot of power, high guard. So one thing I can see Chocolatito doing is trying to get body work done early. Go for his body since he's got that high guard and give some respect. What do you think?
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I know people kind of dismissed Chocolatito after he got knocked out. That was a few years ago. Then he came back and, he fought a little bit lesser competition. But then he knocked out that British boxer, looked great, came back, beat Gonzalez. Then, as you said, he got robbed versus Estrada.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, this seems like a gift. Like Chocolatito is a very, very good technical boxer, and unless this guy has crazy power, I don't see him getting Chocolatito off him for 12 rounds. I think Chocolatito gets inside, like you're saying, punches, beats up the body, hits him with clean shots. He'll get hit a lot too. It could be a phone booth type fight.
Yeah.
But the better, more effective punching, to me, is going to be by Chocolatito. I love him here by decision. It's like -1, or Chocolatito to wins -140.
Yeah.
Decision's probably a little bit plus money. What are you thinking?
Like I told you before this video, man, I gotta go with Chocolatito at -140 money line. I'm gonna take that because I think there is a possibility he could get a late stoppage in this one. But I'm going money line because that line, like you said, is a gift. Even though, like you said, it's gonna be an action-packed fight. But we talking about Chocolatito, his combinations are sick. Like if you really look at his, the way he puts his combos together. I want to say, like, I don't want to exaggerate, but it's probably one of the best as a boxer out there. Like, his combinations are crazy. I think in the first, 5-6 rounds, it'll be competitive. And then Martinez is going to realize, like, man, I'm giving this guy all I got. He's taking it. He's, giving me, 5 combos, put 5 punch combos here, 4 over here, a nice jab, hook. And he's going to realize, like, damn it, man, I'm in a war. And then Chocolatito's experience and craftiness is just going to take over and he should get the dub.
Yeah, I mean, and even beyond that, level of competition. This Martinez, his last fight was his big competition, and it was a no contest due to, a headbutt versus Arroyo. So now you're moving up to, the kingpin, so to speak.
Right.
And I don't know. I just think this line seems too good to be true.
It makes me think because we just saw Chocolatito get robbed. That's what I'm scared of. Because one thing I found out, Martinez, he's in Canelo's, entourage and camp and stuff like that. So I don't want the judges to rob my boy Chocolatito again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they want him to win to build that fight.
You got to, trilogy.
Yeah, to build it back up. So
I would hope so.
Yeah, so I love Chocolatito on this one. So those were the 2 big main events. So Ramirez for me by decision, Chocolatito probably by decision. Danny, what do you have for those?
So I'm taking a little shot, a little risk on Ramirez by KO at +235. If I could get that line I want from 7th round to 12, because I know it's going to be better. It's going to be +350 or something like that. I might take that first, but those are my 2, bets that I'm trying to get. And then Chocolatito just money line -140. I have to take that. I might put actually a big bet, 3 units or something like that on that.
Yeah, I like both those. And then if you guys want to, like I said before, bet with us at mybookie.ag. Enter that promo code PUBSPORTS. Get your 50% deposit bonus, credit or debit, or your 100% on Bitcoin. If you guys like our picks, let us know what you guys like in the chat down below. Give us some comments. Make sure you like, subscribe. We're here every week trying our best to give you winners. And we'll see you guys next week on the main event on Talkin Hands. Peace.
Let's go.